The semis are just around the corner. The pressure is on for a place in the top 4 at the 2001 Indoor Cricket National League. Hi, I'm Steve Rebellion. Welcome to Windsor Gardens in Adelaide. And they're taking on the South Australian Southern King Cobras. It's the Canberra Rockets who must come up with a big win. It'll be another upset if they can. And former South Australian cricketer Peter Gladigo, the Rockets, what can they do? They've got to win everything in this match.
Steve, they've been a very strong side over the last couple of years, and they find themselves probably in a position they're not used to this year. They've got to win the whole 4 skins, and they've got to win the game. So the whole 7 skins, the whole 7 points they've got to win, and to beat the South Australian side, which in form at the moment, is going to be a very hard task.
And the South Australians won't be lacking in motivation, will they? They want to top their pool.
Exactly right, Steve. The South Australians, if they top their pool, they'll meet the second place side in the opposing pool. The top side's Queensland, so they really don't want to drop to second place and beat them, or play them, sorry.
Let's have a look at the cricket balls you've got there. A little bit of a story about indoor cricket balls, and they don't scuff up too much really over 16 overs, do they?
No, that's right. They've in my right hand here, I've got the new cricket ball. It's about 3/4 of the weight of a normal outdoor cricket ball, and it's very heavily lacquered. It's only 2-piece, which makes it swing a lot and keep very new. And in my left hand, I've got the same ball, same kind of ball, but after 16 overs. And if you can see that, there's really no markings. It's still quite hard, and which really makes for the ball to swing and do a little bit for the whole 16 overs.
And they hurt when they hit. Let's have a look at the teams that are taking part today. South Australians will bat this way. Paul Smith and Grant Doran, followed by Brett Martin and Scott Hayward, Mark Frampton and Chris Duval, and Justin Bennett and Brad White. For the ACT, the Canberra Rockets, Bill Flores and Frankie Mason, Dwayne Hall, Reece Parry, third combination Darren Richards and Brett Weinman, then Adam Hall and Sab Ellis. Their coach is Steve Hart. Windsor Gardens is ready for action, and Paul Smith and Grant Doran facing up to Bill Flores. In the block hole, first up, 1 run. They need to win here to get into the semi-finals. They're on their way. No wickets lost in that first over. It was a good one for South Australia. 3 for Smith, 6 for Doran, 9 on the board. Well, chance was there for a catch. Maybe it's a run out, and it's been given. Well, perhaps Smith just hesitated as the ball was in the air off the net.
Just on the back foot there, Smith, from the pull shot, and that's just, as I said, off the back foot there, and unfortunately it's been run out by quite some distance.
A little bit of confusion there in the calling. The first call from Doran was no. Lucky for him, Smith wasn't confused by it, and they got through for the run.
So a wide one there from the ACT Rocket.
Well, the opening combination of Smith and Doran for South Australia, 2 wickets lost, but they scored pretty freely, and they won't be unhappy with 25 for the first partnership. And Scott Hayward and Brett Martin come out for South Australia, and they'll be facing up to Adam Hall.
Put it into that side net for 2.
Gee, I don't know, this is a close one. It's at our end, and it was nothing in it.
I think Scotty Hayward, by the look of him, thinks it's out. So it'll be interesting. Yeah.
Got him. Well fielded.
That was Dwayne Hall, the man.
Neutral for the moment. -1 from the first over faced by Martin and Hayward. Smith and Doran, 25 for the first 4 overs. That'll be a hard skin to get for the ACT, and remember, the Rockets need the lot. Dwayne Hall is the new bowler for the ACT.
Nice shot there from Martin, just leaning back on that one, and Darren Richards.
That was great work there from Martin. Hayward played the ball straight. It's one of the rules when you do play it straight that the batsman at the non-striker's end has to wait there. And you see there he did. He didn't take off. Hayward did, and there would have been a certain run out. And Hayward was able to get back. So well done, Brett Martin, at the non-striker's end.
Oh, through him. Well bowled.
Cleaned him up right in between bat and pad of Scotty Hayward.
Payne.
One score.
Desperate dive from Frampton.
Frampton come best.
Oh, it's close. They want to look at it. Graham Groves will be casting his eye at the video for this one. Oh, got him. Yep.
Well out.
Half a metre.
It's one of those straight down the wickets against Steve that we saw before. It's always difficult for the batsman to reach it in time.
Two strike. Last ball.
Oh, stumped him. Smart work behind the stumps.
Batting's change.
Tremendous way to finish an over. A couple of wickets, really fought back there. Just falling out of his crease. Duval just reaching for the ball instead of waiting and taking off. No doubt at all, the ball just knocking it off, knocking the bails off.
But they've added 5, pushed the South Australian total up to 34.
5 is turn.
Darren Richards is the bowler. For Frankie Mason, incredible figures, and Dwayne Hall 2 for -3, 2 for 4 for Bill Flores.
5 ready. 5 is set.
Sab Ellis is the bowler. Appealing for the run out, and they think they've got this one.
I reckon they might have too. It's a great bit of work there. He's just grabbed that wide and flung around and right over the top of the stumps, and he's well out.
Such an important position there, receiver, as Graham Groves gives it out. Frankie Mason has done well with the ball, picking up 4 wickets. He stayed down, very quick hands. Great throw, but well done by the receiver as well.
5 ready, please. 5 ready. 5.
Yes, took 2 grabs at it, but they've taken a catch. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and here come the Rockets.
Didn't he do well there, Ellis, just to knock it up? I'm sure the call came from Mason from behind. And he kept his eye on the ball. The receiver often just goes to the stumps, but he read that well there, Frankie Mason. He's having a day out. Look at the smile on his face.
5 ready. 5. Two strike. Two strike.
On strike.
1 run. Last ball of the over.
Disappointed there, Reece Parry, that he didn't glove the ball cleanly. But the important thing was that he kept it off the net. There was a chance that ball was going for the 2 net. First priority, keep it off the net.
One score. Not out. That's over. Batting's change has
Good comeback at the end of the over there for Bennett and White.
Their total sitting on 47. They lost a couple of wickets, scored well. But they really need to get their total up into the 60s.
5 ready. 5 is ready.
A difficult score for the Rockets to chase.
ACT bowling very full here. That's why there's a lot of shots going down the ground, but those shots down the ground have caught a lot of wickets for the...
That's out.
Dwayne Hall, the man taking the catch there, Steve. Tremendous skill there. The way the ball was past him, he waited, knew that it was going to come back, kept his eye on it, stayed down, and straight in the middle of the hand. Outstanding stuff. He's been on fire in close on leg and offside today.
I would have been hoping as the last pairing to add 25 or 30, but they've only added 4 in 3 overs. Oh, want to make the 16th a big one. Oh, unfortunate misfield by Sav Ellis into the side net there, and they pick up a few off the last delivery. And nevertheless, the Rockets will be well pleased to have restricted South Australia to 56 in their 16 overs. The South Australian innings unfolded this way. The first pairing of Smith and Doran just lost 2 wickets and put on 25. And they were looking all right after 8 overs when they pushed it out to 40. But they got the staggers in the middle there with Frampton and Duval, who only added 2. And 56 was their total. 4 for -7 from Frankie Mason. 2 for -3 from Dwayne Hall. Really great contributions with the ball for the ACT.
Canberra Rockets coach Steve Hart. Steve, you needed 7 points from this match. You've given yourself a real chance.
Yeah, we looked at that right from the start. We thought if we put the pressure on them, we're going to get some chances. So
the first skin will be very important, the biggest skin to get. Are you going to make any changes to your batting lineup and concentrate on that first skin?
No, we've got our best pair there. Billy Flores always does the job for us. Any time we need someone to put their hand up, he's there. Our captain, and Frankie Mason, he's played a great tournament so far. So they'll do the job for us, and whatever happens from there, we'll see.
Well, both teams know the scenario. The first few overs absolutely vital, and they've got to get on the front foot, the Rockets, and score 26.
Tap behind you.
3 overs left. Hall and Ellis have made a steady start to their partnership. 4 runs apiece. 5 runs only from the victory target of 57. South Australia in some trouble.
Too much room there from Brett Martin. He's been a little bit wide in his first over and started again in that second over, just giving the Canberra batsman just a little bit too much room. It's better. Runs.
Well played, a bit short there though from Brett Martin. Dwayne Hall did well to knock it into the ground, pick up the 2. And of course, with the 3rd ball rule, you just can't block out the final over, which adds a little bit more tension as well. The scores are level. Now the aim for the Canberra Rockets is to get more than 5 runs ahead, so that if they do lose a wicket, it doesn't add that much pressure to them.
Good work there from Brett Martin and Paul Smith. That's where he's got to keep it. They've got to put as much pressure on this Canberra pair as possible. So they've got 2.5 overs left.
Dwayne Hall got back well.
Last ball.
This is getting to the very difficult stage now for the Southern King Cobras. This pair, Ellis and Hall, are batting very well. Not taking any risks. Finding the 1 net quite comfortably, which just adds to the score dramatically.
1 run. That's over.
Another good over there for the Canberra Rockets.
Hall and Ellis have added 18 in this last partnership. 1 over to play. They've got their noses in front. 57 they needed. They've got 62. They just can't afford any wickets.
2.
So just taking that off the hip nicely, Ellis. Putting it away for 2. So 8 runs in front now, the Canberra team, and looking good.
1 run.
And they look almost certain to get there now, the Rockets, and South Australians will be starting to think about the awesome Queensland 8.
Well, they've got to regroup now, South Australia, and put this behind them. And, yeah, the only good is your last game, so they've got to really forget this one and concentrate on the next one.
We even thought about running a second. Such is the confidence of Hall and Ellis.
It's Scott Hayward there, ready to throw. It's interesting, Scotty Hayward, he bowls right-handed but throws left-handed. You don't see too many people doing that.
Right side.
And they're looking a little bit ragged.
No sense.
2 scored. Last ball.
Well, this is a great victory for the Rockets.
But South Australia haven't played well, and coming on a bit of a down from last week's game.
It's over in game.
It's over in game, and Quite a comfortable win in the end for the Rockets against predictions. And South Australia didn't play as well as they needed to. But let's give credit to the Rockets. They've drafted out a 16-run victory.
Welcome again from the Toombul Indoor Sports Centre, and today's match in the Indoor Cricket National League between the Tasmanian Tigers and the ACT Rockets. Well, Carl Rackerman, all to play for today for the Rockets.
The Rockets, what a position to be in. They can win and finish top of the table. They can lose and miss out altogether. There's a lot of pressure on them. Tassie have just got pride to play for. They can't make it at all, but they can sure do some damage.
So the ACT lineup, Bill Flores, the captain, will open the batting with Preston Hart. They'll be followed by Darren Richards, Darren Wade, then Ted Hempstead and Seb Ellis, the third pair, and the final partnership, Jamie Droney and Dwayne Hall. The National League is played on a court that measures 30 metres by 12 and is fully enclosed by netting to a height of 4.5 metres. Each team has 8 players, and with 16 overs to be bowled per side, every player, including the wicketkeeper, must bowl 2 6-ball overs. Each pair of batsmen will bat for 4 overs. If they're dismissed, they stay on court, but 5 runs are taken off their team's score. With a lot of dismissals, scores can fall below 0. Runs are scored by batters crossing the 11 metres between the batting crease and the running line. The nets around the court form scoring zones worth bonus runs to the batters. Hit the ball to the net in Zone A and you get 1 bonus run. To Zone B and there's 2 bonus runs. 4 bonus runs are for hitting Zone C on the bounce, or 6 runs if it hits on the fall. Batters can be caught when the ball comes off the net, except when hitting a 6, and the ball is live at all times. Tasmania has won the toss, batting first, the first pair, the left-hander Ben Bannister
ready.
and Ben Harris.
Play.
And runs on the board straight away for the Tasmanian Tigers.
Well, they tricked me, Dino. I'm sorry, because I saw Preston Hart with the ball as if he was going to open the bowling, and the skipper took it off him and said, give it to me.
Straight off the legs into the leg side area there. And chance to run out straight away. First blood to the ACT boys. Just bumped it straight into the cover area, and they just hit it straight back. And look at this, very good fielding.
Well, one of the strengths of the ACT's game is their fielding. It's probably the highlight of their cricket all round. Brilliant in the field they are, and that was basically money for jam. Very straightforward.
It's 15 runs on the board. This is a pretty solid opening partnership between the Bens, Bannister and Harris. Just the one out so far as we start the final over of this opening pair.
Oh, that's absolute brilliant work. He's asked for the third umpire. Jonty Rhodes for the second call. There's been a deflection off one of the ACT players, and the Rockets are brilliant. Look at this, they palmed it on there. A nice piece of work there to get the ball, and he's out of his ground. Well, there you go. What a great piece of work for the ACT boys. And the Rockets are on top here. Good team talk. Wade just offering encouragement there. Feel well, you'll win these games easily.
That was nothing less than brilliant. Flick on from the sweeper. Receiver there to take the ball onto the stumps, and in the midst of all that, run out by a yard.
Chance for a run out, and he's asked for the third umpire again, Peter Blow. A direct hit. It'll be very interesting to see whether or not he's out here. Magnificent piece of fielding. You very rarely miss these guys, I tell you. Here's the ball, and it's hit the stumps now, and he's gone. He's dead duck. And beautiful piece of work for the second run out in this over.
The ACT Rockets bring quite a reputation for their fielding into this game, and we're certainly seeing why. They are red hot.
So the second pair, skipper Mick Peters and Nathan Copper adding 9. Copper coming back after his 3 dismissals early to make 5. Peters out twice for 4. And the Tasmanian Tigers total after 8 overs and 2 batting pairs, 18. So the ACT Rockets defending magnificently here.
The fielding, we've been told, is absolutely outstanding. So it'll be interesting to see if they can field better than the ACT. And just what, so
2 runs.
2 more runs there, and after
That's
9
over.
overs, Tasmanian Tigers are 27.
So a good start for the third pair of Evans and Skeggs, taking 9 from that over by Dwayne Hall.
2 scored.
It's the time, I think, Smokey, that they've really got to start to bury this team now. The ACT, they can't. There's a couple little fielding mistakes. Yeah, they just gone off the ball a little bit in these last couple of overs.
Sab Ellis.
Evans.
No ball off the pitch.
That should be an extra 4 run for that. That's a shocker.
Let's kill the dog.
Nearly hit the pad fieldsman on the offside.
And the cat as well, I think.
Oh, he's lost it.
Bella got the cat. No place for pets. You've got to bowl straight, surely. My God.
He'd probably bowl a Jaffa now. Right in the blocker. Well bowled.
1 run.
Well fielded
Last
too.
ball.
Yes, a good Yorker. Well kept out. Didn't make the net, unfortunately, so just 1 run.
And that's no
That's
run.
over.
So after 9 overs, the
change
Tassie
it,
Tigers are 36. And it's a chance for a run out. And he's called for the third umpire. Jonty Rhodes. Hit it straight down the wicket. You're always in trouble when you hit the ball straight. Just gets the ball now. He's looking for... And I think he's just out there, Carl.
Well, he may be, but technically speaking, you can't see. There you can. There you can see. The other view was obscured, but he is out. Never thought I'd hear a right-hander admit that.
2 scored. Last ball.
Come back a little from there in that partnership, and now this excellent
2 scored.
partnership of 20, now 21, between Shane Evans and Leon Skeggs. Now 22, I beg your pardon. That ball hit the net, so 1 run for the first net and the one they ran. Have a game on our hands.
There's that cover drive again from the left-hander. They've got a good team spirit going, the ACT Rockets.
Well, Preston Hart to bowl the 13th over of the innings and the first at the final batting pair of Nick Asman and Ben Donaldson.
Oh, and there's been a collision there too, Smokey, by a couple of ACT boys, and they've almost hurt themselves there. Look at them collide here. In confined space,
Ooh.
bang.
Felt that up here in the commentary box, Dino.
Chance for a run out, and not there.
2 scored.
Just couldn't get the slap properly on the leg side there at that pad.
Great partnership. 29 for the third skin. Shane Evans, in fact, scoring 23. And Leon Skeggs with once out for 6. And Asman and Donaldson continuing that good form, taking 9 runs from their first over. So with 3 to go, the Tassie Tigers making a competitive total. They're 56. And Darren Wade bowling the 14th over and gets a simple out from the first ball.
Well, he's a bit unlucky here. He just got a ball that kicked and bounced a bit, and he just couldn't quite get over the top of it, rolled his wrists on it, and this ACT team, I tell you what, if you make one little mistake, they're all over you. Look at the way this ball ballooned off the net. And they wait for the ball. They don't chase the ball. They wait for the ball to come off the net. So Wade first blood straight away. And gets a run.
Changing to round the wicket. Michael Asman on strike.
A chance.
Not out.
And just bounced. Well,
That's over.
after 14 overs,
Change.
Tasmania Tigers are 59.
Look at this effort in the field. Full dive, ball bouncing around off the net. Just couldn't quite get his hands to it.
2 overs remaining. The Tasmanian Tigers 59, this final partnership, at 12. So a possibility certainly of a couple of skins and maybe an upset result which could deny the ACT a place in the finals. It's a long shot. Carl Rackerman's barracking for the Rockets. I know. As we settle down with 2 overs to go. Donaldson and Aspen at the crease. Nick Aspen on strike.
Greg Hall. An off spinner, chance for runner, flick back, and magnificent effort. The call for the third umpire.
Well, we've seen this a lot. You saw it on the screen there. It looked probably safe, but once again in replay, Doric hits and he's out. He's gone. The slow motion replay tells a different story. Bit of a setback that for Tasmania. They were just starting to build a score, and they're back on their heels again.
What about the athleticism of these guys? Actually get the ball and flick it and get the accuracy and hardly hold the ball on for no more than a quarter of a second, it seems. Oh, just great skill. They've done very, very well, the ACT. There's only 3 centres in the ACT, and obviously there'll be less players to choose from because the less centres compared to Tassie, who's got 12.
With 1 over remaining, the Tigers 60 runs on the board. 13 for this final batting pair of Michael Aspen and Ben Donaldson. And they're going to set a competitive total here. What do you think?
Made a few ducks in your time, Carl, haven't you?
Darren Richards starting the final over with the leg side wide, and they can call for the extra ball. So all a chance here for the Tassie Tigers.
Oh, well, look at this. He just sold the dummy here. Bill Flores made out as if he's going to throw the ball up to the... You watch, he's going to throw it to the bowler's end. Makes out and, oh, no, you don't. And behind the back, excuse me. How good is he? Absolute brilliant.
That is brilliant. No, you can't compete with that.
Boys, ready, boys?
Crack a smile after he did something like that too, wouldn't you?
Just front of the mill.
2 squad.
Look at the way, just pick the ball up and twist and turn and go bang at those stumps.
Around another out.
Not out and give it a not out. And that is the end of the over. And the Tassie Tigers have done pretty well there and get themselves out of a bit of trouble to make a very good 63. As you can see, that ball is never going to hit the stumps. And they've done pretty well, the ACT. It'll be very interesting to see whether or not they can win this game from here.
Yes, the final pair of Michael Aspen and Ben Donaldson. He got off the mark. Carlford scoring 3 with 2 outs. Aspen 13. That was a skin total of 16, but the standout, of course, the third pair of Shane Evans and Leon Skeggs with 29, the first 2 pairs scoring 9. So the Tassie Tigers with a total of 63 for the Rockets to win and guarantee top place from Pool 2 in the semi-finals. They need to score 64.
That was a...
3 squad.
Top spin forehand, that, almost. Should have gone through the offside, but he just dragged it on the onside there. Look at this. Bang.
And he got 2 runs there, plus 1 run, 3 runs.
2.
There's another 2. This partnership really starting to blossom now.
4 runs required by Darren Richards and Darren Wade. Take this second batting partnership and take the Rockets closer to victory, and that's going to help with leg side wide.
But the Tassies have come back. They don't want to be giving away Sunday. There's a wicket.
Well, Aspen has struck here.
Something of interest. That's something to write about and read in the paper tomorrow, that one. Well, it's a jackpotting skin.
So there it is, the partnership, Darren Richards and Darren Wade adding 9, so that second skin tied, and they've taken the ACT Rockets total to 48 after 8 overs. Commanding position to win the match, but the point for the skin going on to this third pair, Ted Hempstead and Sab Ellis. In the attack for his second over. Oh, and he's got a wicket straight off. Well, how about that? They've smartened up. They're back in the game here, Dino, those Tigers.
I told you they weren't too far away from it, didn't I, Smokey? And they got an inside edge here, good piece of work, lined it up like Alan Border normally does, and just goes lift the left hand off the keeper's foot. So that's a bit stiff, actually.
Yes, that's not taken cleanly, but it bounced off the keeper's hands onto the stumps. That was good enough.
Players ready.
This is going to go right down to the wire.
Play. One run.
You've got to field those. That's a run-out chance. Missed there. Very sloppy work.
Oh, that's well bowled. And what a catch. Inside edge, onto the leg. And that's one of the smartest bat catches you'll find in indoor cricket. And a chance for a run out, thrown to the wrong end, up to the other end.
Run.
And one run for all that effort. And Copper doing a pretty good job here. Oh, well bowled and missed it. For a stumping there.
Ted Hempstead and Seb Ellis, the third batting partnership for the ACT Rockets, have added 5, taking a score of 53, the target of 64 to win and qualify in top place in the pool to go through to the semi-finals. Their final over.
Players ready. Play, Biz Ben.
The jackpotting skin.
Ben Harris here bowling. Been around for a while, Teddy. Oh, there's a chance. Oh, and he's just missed it. Well, they needed that one.
We saw when the ACT were in the field, 90%, 95% probably of those situations, the stumps were broken. They kept hitting the stumps.
Chance and good shot, and 2 scored. Just can't afford to lose a wicket, though.
Side.
Oh, that's harsh. He's gone for a leg side. He's called for the umpire. Geez, I didn't think that was a leg side wide, considering what happened in the first innings. But anyway, he's called for Jonty's decision, and he's gone.
Yeah.
Johnny doesn't muck around with him.
It's out.
Yeah, see you later. He's good, Jonty, I'll tell you. There he is.
Leg side. Ball 3 bowled. Extra ball.
Of course, there's the third skin there, 29, and ACT are going to have to play very well.
Leg side wide too. The batsman's called for the ball to be rebowled. It's their option.
Chance for a run out. Oh, he didn't take it. Well, he just couldn't quite. It got an ugly throw. He had to pick it up on the half volley.
Interesting here because it was a jackpotting skin. So there's 2 skin points on this innings. Partnership at least.
2 scored. Last ball this pair.
Last ball. Chance for a run out. Flicked it back and gone. Well, they got a wicket down the last ball. And after 12 overs, the ACT now are 49. Look at this for a flick back from the backhand. He realised he's not going to throw that in and just flicked it back that way. Well, that's good peripheral vision, knowing the
terrible run out off that last ball, so it reduces the partnership to just 1. So the bonus skin goes to the Tassie Tigers, the third pair of Evans and Skeggs, who made 29ers against the 1 for Hempstead and Ellis. 49 after 12 overs. The last pair needing to score 15 to get the ACT Rockets through to the semi-final. Jamie Droney, who's been man of the match a couple of times already in this National League, with his batting partner of Dwayne Hall. Mick Peters bowling for the Tigers.
Well, there's a chance to be given straight away. Well, it's all happening. They don't want to win this ACT, just stupid mistakes.
They dead set don't, do they? This is insanity. And he might have got home there. That's a touch and go.
And Jonty doesn't miss out too much. He wants it again.
Fair enough.
And that's out by 3 inches. Well,
the ACT Rockets need 16 runs from 2 overs to qualify for the semi-finals. Jamie Droney and Dwayne Hall, the batsman at the crease. It's all for them to do here. My word, the pressure is on.
So here we go. Who will make the mistake? Well, that's a good shot. That's gone into the net and 3 off straight away. That was a good confidence one there for the ACT Rockets.
Ball down to this for the ACT Rockets to go through into top place. They need to score 7 runs from the final over, which will be bowled by Ben Bannister. Jamie Droney and Dwayne Hall are the batsmen at the crease.
Oh, and he's just missed. Well, one more. 2 balls, 2 runs.
Well, the wicket at this stage, and it's all over. That was almost that wicket.
The chance around, that's it. That's what they wanted, the Tigers. A beautiful delivery. Yorked him inside of the ground, and it's taken the stump. So
The slow in-swinging Yorker. Bit of bat on it. Well done. Good quick thinking. Good quick work by the keeper.
because he can still win this. They can still win this, the ACT. 6 off the last ball to win. They don't need to bowl a wide or a no ball.
6 plus 1, 7 will get them over the line. Oh, the officials are running around everywhere here. They can't believe it. Can they?
What would you do, Dean? What would be your tactics?
Not bowl a no ball or a wide.
No, the batsman.
Let it go. Load up. Load up. Can't bowl a wide or a no ball. Oh, there's some pressure going on here.
Last ball, play.
Some pressure on Jamie. And they did, and of course they got everyone out and they've made it. So the Tassie Tigers win, and that means New South Wales are qualified for the finals. So
Welcome to the Toombul Indoor Sports Centre for Indoor Cricket's National League Grand Final.
The 2 best fielding sides in the whole competition. That's why they're here. That's why they've caused those upsets. We're going to see some absolutely dynamic stuff, front of the court, and some great throwing.
Brendan Creevy, who are some of the players the fans should look out for?
Well, from the Victorian side, well, after the skipper Berger and Downs. Downs is one of the fastest bowlers in the competition, so he'll definitely be one to look for. And Jamie Droney and Bull Hart from the ACT will be a quiet one to look for as well.
So that's the lineup for the Australian Capital Territory Rockets for this grand final. Mark Jacker comes into the lineup, and look at that. Jamie Droney's going to anchor the team batting in the final pair with Dwayne Hall, the team coached by Steve Hart. And here's the captain, Jamie Droney, to speak with Ken Windsor.
Jamie, the final of the National League, first time for the ACT team. What's this going to mean for indoor cricket back in the ACT if you can take it out?
Well, not a very strong sport in the ACT. The entire team here tonight comes from one centre. There's only a handful of centres, so hopefully this can engender some support. We've got a pretty good young team coming through. Hopefully some more younger players get in the game.
OK, I notice you've brought Mark Jacker in for this team. What's the thinking behind that?
Yeah, we think Mark just gives us a slightly better option with the ball. He's can be quite a tearaway bowler. That's just the thinking behind that. Hopefully mix up a little bit from what we did earlier.
Victoria's lineup unchanged from the successful team in the semi-final. Craig Berger and David Simpson will bring them home. The coach is Chris Beattie, and here's Craig Berger, the captain, to speak with Ken Windsor.
And anything special we should look for in tactics in this game from the Vics?
I can't, mate. I'm not telling you nothing. But all I can say is, people, be ready. Anything could happen, and we've got a couple of things up our sleeve, so we're red hot for this game. We owe ACT. They beat us in the preliminary rounds, and don't worry, we've got some things up the sleeve.
OK, thanks, Craig. Good luck, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Well, here we go. Indoor Cricket's National League Grand Final about to start.
Players ready?
At the Toombul Indoor Sports Centre in Brisbane. Victoria has won the toss and will bat. Bill Flores opens the bowling with a wide down the leg side as called by umpire Graham Groves. Wicket off the last ball of the match will win the game for Victoria. They must get a wicket. Oh, that's very close. And the ACT are up. They have won Indoor Cricket's National League Grand Final. The skipper's wrapped. He hugs his batting partner. The boys onto the court. And the ACT have won by 4 runs in an absolute thriller. That is unbridled joy. That's a tremendous victory for the ACT and indoor cricket in the national capital.